Mango is a tropical and subtropical plant. Mango is tropical and subtropical plant. So that is most found in the temperature countries, like Canada, and not found in the subtropical plant. It's not found in the temperate countries like Canada and Germany. Canada and Germany में actually इसका distribution नहीं रहते बेटा. It is only present in the tropical and subtropical plants. Mango is tropical and subtropical plant, so it is not found in the temperate countries like Canada and Germany. Next one, snow leopards, that is polar animals, not found in Kerala forest. Polar animals, they are not found in the Kerala forest. Snow leopards, so they are the actually polar animals. Snow leopards, they are polar animals. They are not found in the Kerala forest. Next one, tuna fishes. Tuna fishes. A bony tropical fish is not found. A bony tropical fish is not found beyond a tropical latitudes in the oceans. Okay? Tuna fish. A bony tropical fish. A bony tropical fish is not found beyond a tropical latitude in the oceans. Beyond a tropical latitudes in the oceans. Okay. This distribution is also depends on the temperature. Mango is a tropical and subtropical plant, not found in the temperate and countries like Canada and Germany. Snow leopards, that is a polar animals, not found in the Kerala forest. Tuna fish, a bony tropical fish, is not found beyond the tropical latitudes in the ocean. Okay, right. Next one, देखो, temperature is significantly affect on enzyme kinematics. अब पता है ना ऑलरेडी टेम्परेचर का इन्फ्लुएंसेस हम बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स में डिस्कस करते बेटा. ठीक है. द टेम्परेचर सिग्निफिकेंट इफेक्ट ऑफ द एंजाइम्स ऑफ काइनेमैटिक्स. बोले तो एंजाइम्स का इन्फ्लुएंस कैसे रहता है हम बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स चैप्टर में जो टेम्परेचर का इन्फ्लुएंसेस है. नेक्स्ट वन, बेसल मेटाबॉलिज्म. द टेम्परेचर आल्सो इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन द बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट आर आल्सो कॉल्ड एज अ बेसल मेटाबॉलिज्म. ठीक है. टेम्परेचर सिग्निफिकेंट इफेक्ट ऑन द एंजाइम काइनेमैटिक्स. And temperature significantly affect on the basal metabolism. Temperature significantly affect on the other physiological functions. Other physiological functions. Temperature significantly affect on the enzyme kinematics. One is enzyme kinematics, one is basal metabolic, and one is other physiological functions. So, other physiological functions. ठीक है बेटा. So this is actually enzymatic influences of the temperature on the enzymes. Enzymes का temperature के बारे में बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स में एक डिटेल टॉपिक है बेटा, है कि नहीं. तो एंजाइम का इन्फ्लुएंस, टेम्परेचर का इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन द एंजाइम्स. हाई टेम्परेचर में क्या होता, लो टेम्परेचर में क्या होता, अगर टेम्परेचर ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर बोल के हमारे को एंजाइम का इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन द बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स चैप्टर में क्लियरली मेंशन किया था. ठीक है. राइट. देखिए, टेम्परेचर इज सिग्निफिकेंटली अफेक्ट्स द एंजाइम काइनेमैटिक्स, बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट आपको पता है ऑलरेडी. सो अगर टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हुआ, समझो टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हुआ तो बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट भी इंक्रीज होता. इफ द टेम्परेचर इंक्रीजेस देन द बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट इज आल्सो गोइंग टू इंक्रीजेस. हो टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हुआ तो बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट भी क्या होता है बेटा, इंक्रीज होता है. नेक्स्ट, अदर फिजियोलॉजिकल फंक्शंस. अदर फिजियोलॉजिकल फंक्शंस बोले तो रेस्पिरेशन, हार्ट रेट, दे आर आल्सो इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द टेम्परेचर्स. सो दिस इज द टेम्परेचर इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन द ऑर्गेनिजम्स. And first one, enzyme kinematics. Second one, basal metabolic rate. Third one, other physiological functions. ठीक है बेटा. Right. Next one, depends on the organism. Depends on the temperature. The organisms का classification. Types of organisms. Basis of temperature. ठीक है बेटा. So इसमें देखिए, so stenothermal animals है, eurythermal animals बोलता है. Stenothermal animals, eurythermal animals. Stenothermal animals देखो, these organisms lives in the temperature is uniform in the year. बोले तो minimum temperature and uniform temperature. What is uniform temperature? बोले तो टेम्परेचर में फ्लक्चुएशंस ज्यादा नहीं रहना चाहिए. बोले तो टेम्परेचर में फ्लक्चुएशंस ज्यादा नहीं रहना चाहिए. जो टेम्परेचर ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर टेम्परेचर रहना चाहिए. सो अंडर दैट कंडीशन में जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर लिविंग कंडीशन में रहता है, देखो, दे आर कॉल्ड एज अ स्टेनोथर्मल एनिमल्स बोलता है. द ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर लिव इन द temperature is a uniform in the year. Uniform in the year. These organisms are live in the temperature is uniform in the year only. ठीक है. And second one, they cannot tolerate the large temperature variance. They cannot tolerate the large temperature variance. बोले तो टेम्परेचर में जो ज्यादा वेरिएशंस आया समझो, जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स को टॉलरेट नहीं करते. But organisms are, they are not going to tolerating one. So these kind of organisms are we can call as a stenothermal organisms. So ठीक है. So the organisms lives in temperature. The organisms lives in temperature is uniform in the year. It is uniform in the year, and they cannot tolerate the large temperature variations. They cannot tolerate the large temperature variations. That is stenothermal animals. So the organisms live in the temperature is a uniform the year, and they cannot tolerate the large temperature variations. That is called as a stenothermal. Next one, eurythermal organisms. So eurythermal organisms बोले तो few organisms. Next one देखिए बेटा, few organisms are there. These few organisms are can tolerate and their wide range of the temperature fluctuations. बोले तो eurythermal organisms में क्या होता है, जो organism is living wide range of the fluctuations. बोले तो temperature ज्यादा fluctuations रहता है. समझो 0 डिग्री से और 40 to 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल डेसर्ट एरिया समझो. डेसर्ट एरियाज में क्या होते हैं बेटा, टेम्परेचर कम रहता नाइट टाइम पे, एंड डे टाइम में टेम्परेचर ज्यादा रहता है. बहुत तो हाई रेंज ऑफ फ्लक्चुएशंस रहता है उसमें टेम्परेचर. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ एनिमल्स का क्या बोलते हैं हम, यूरिथर्मल एनिमल्स बोलते हैं. फ्यू ऑर्गेनिजम्स कैन टॉलरेट एंड थ्राइव द वाइड रेंज ऑफ द टेम्परेचर. सो few organisms can tolerate and thrive the wide range of the temperatures. That is called as a eurythermal. And next one, they can tolerate the large variations. So they can tolerate which one beta, large variations का toleration करते समझो, they are called as a eurythermal organisms बोलते हैं. One is stenothermal organisms है, one is eurythermal organisms. ये देखिए stenothermal animals बोले तो the organisms are lives in the temperature is a uniform in the year. Entire the year में जो uniform temperature रहता है, देखो जो organism survive होता है stenothermal बोलना है. So they cannot tolerate the large temperature variations. They cannot tolerate the large temperature variations. They cannot tolerate the large temperature variations. They are called as a stenothermal. Next one, eurythermal. Eurythermal बोले तो few organisms can tolerate. Few organisms can tolerate and thrive the wide range of temperatures. So few organisms can tolerate and thrive the wide range of temperatures. They can tolerate the large variations. So they can tolerate which one beta, large variations. So that is eurythermal. So this is based on the temperature influences. So based on the temperature, that organisms. Right. Next one is a continuation. देखो बेटा. So based on the thermoregulation, ये पता है आपको ऑलरेडी, बट इसमें इससे पहले कैसे रहता था, वो कोल्ड ब्लडेड एनिमल्स एंड वार्म ब्लडेड एनिमल्स बोल के रहता था. कोल्ड ब्लडेड एनिमल्स एंड आल्सो वार्म ब्लडेड एनिमल्स बोल के इससे पहले दिया था बेटा. सो इसका इंपॉर्टेंस क्या बोले तो ये देखिए. So this is ectothermal animals and endothermal animals. One is ectotherms, one is called as a endotherms. So ectothermal animal and also endothermal animals बोलते हैं. इसमें देखो फर्स्ट वन ectothermal animals. Ectothermal animals में one is called as a pykilothermic, also called as a cold-blooded. Ectothermal animals में pykilothermic animals are cold-blooded animals बोलते हैं. Pykilothermic are cold-blooded animals. ठीक है बेटा. So इसका organisms को क्या बोलते हैं? These organisms are cannot regulate their body temperature, which changes with the surroundings. Cannot regulate their body temperature, which cannot changes the according to the surrounding temperature. So बोले तो इसमें क्या हो रहा? Actually जो organisms का body temperature रहता, ये body temperature change नहीं होते बेटा. This body temperature will not going to changes according to the surroundings. So they are the ectotherms and also pykilotherms and cold-blooded. बोले तो they cannot regulate करना ही करता है जो body temperature का. So the organisms cannot regulate their body temperature according to the surroundings. So अगर बाहर टेम्परेचर कम हुआ, उसका बॉडी टेम्परेचर भी कम होता है. अगर टेम्परेचर ज्यादा हुआ आउटसाइड, बॉडी टेम्परेचर भी इंक्रीज होता है. So cannot regulate their body temperatures. That organisms are called as a ectotherms, pykilothermic and cold-blooded. ठीक है. So examples क्या है बेटा? Animals में देखो fishes, amphibians and reptiles. Fishes, amphibians and reptiles. Plants also. फिशेस, एम्फीबियंस एंड रेप्टाइल्स इन एनिमल्स। जो प्लांट्स आल्सो क्या होते हैं बेटा, सराउंडिंग टेम्परेचर्स के साथ उसका बॉडी टेम्परेचर का रेगुलेशन नहीं करता है, ठीक है। सो एक्टोथर्म्स, दे आर द पाइकिलोथर्म्स are also called as a cold blooded animals. Ectotherms, poikilotherms, they are also called as a cold blooded animals. So these organisms are cannot regulate their body temperature. These organisms cannot regulate their body temperature, which changes with the surroundings. These organisms cannot regulate their body temperature, which changes with the surroundings. Example: plants and animals, fishes, amphibia, reptiles. Plants and animals में fishes, amphibia and the reptiles. So they are the ectotherms. They cannot regulate their body temperature. So next one, endotherms. Endotherms. So endotherms में actually they are the homeothermic animals. Endotherms also word क्या है बेटा? Homeothermic animals are also called as a warm-blooded animals. They are the homeothermic animals are also called as a warm-blooded animals only. They are called as a endotherms. So they regulate their body temperature, which remain constant. Regulate their body temperature that which remain constant only. So that is endothermic animals. Endothermic animals, that is a homeothermic animals, they are also called as a warm-blooded animals. Regulate their body temperature which remain constant. बोले तो अगर environment का temperature के साथ regulate their body temperature which remain constant. बोले तो body temperature constant रहता, surrounding में कितने भी temperatures होने दो, their constant temperature रहता. Regulate their body temperature which remain constant. So that is irrespective of the surroundings. बोले तो surroundings का temperature कितने भी होने दो बेटा, so उसका body temperature always constant रहता. कैसे बोले तो humans are living at the 0 degree Celsius temperature. For example, Kashmir वो area से समझो 0 degree Celsius temperature रहता. And the human also living in the Rajasthan desert. उधर भी ऑलमोस्ट 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर रहता है. उधर 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर का इतना फ्लक्चुएशन है, बट किनका भी बॉडी टेम्परेचर कितने रहते बेटा, खाली 37 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर ही रहता. क्या बोले तो मेंटेन द कांस्टेंट बॉडी टेम्परेचर. सो दे मेंटेन द कांस्टेंट बॉडी टेम्परेचर से, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ एंडोथर्म्स. एग्जांपल क्या बेटा इसका, बर्ड्स एंड ममल्स. दिस बर्ड्स एंड ममल्स आर देयर बिलोंग्स टू व्हिच वन, एंडोथर्मिक एनिमल्स. दे आर द होमियोथर्मिक, warm-blooded animals. Homeothermic and warm-blooded animals regulate their body temperature which remain constant irrespective of surroundings. Birds and mammals are there belongs to endothermic. Right. Next one, megatherms. The organisms are there adapted to high temperature. Organisms are adapted to high temperature through the year. They are found in the tropical zone. So additional points है. मेगाथर्म्स बोले तो हाई फ्लक्चुएशंस ऑफ टेम्परेचर्स का टॉलरेट किया समझो, उसको हाई मेगाथर्म्स बोलते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन, मेसोथर्म्स. बोले तो दे आर अडॉप्टेड टू द मिड विंटर हाई टेम्परेचर्स, मिड विंटर एंड आल्सो हाई समर टेम्परेचर्स. बोले तो मीडियम टेम्परेचर्स का जो टॉलरेट कर दिया समझो, उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम, मेसोथर्म्स बोलते हैं. एंड आल्सो माइक्रोथर्म्स. माइक्रोथर्म्स बोले तो लिटिल टेम्परेचर फ्लक्चुएशंस का जो टॉलरेट करता है, माइक्रो. And helicotherms बोले तो organism is adapted for the brief summer periods, 10 degree and the long snow winter period and found in the Arctic zone. So बोले तो very less temperature से समझो, very less बोले तो 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर के बिलो टेम्परेचर का सर्वाइव होता समझो, they are called as a helicotherms बोलते हैं. ये एडिशनल पॉइंट्स होता है, आप पता है ना, इसमें ये वर्ड के साथ समझ में आता. मेगाथर्म्स बोले तो ज्यादा टेम्परेचर का, मीजो मीडियम, माइक्रो लेस, हेलिको बोले तो दैट इज अराउंड द 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर का जो टॉलरेट करते देखो, हेलिकोथर्म्स बोलते हैं. ठीक है बेटा. सो बेस्ड ऑन द टेम्परेचर डिफरेंट एनिमल्स. ठीक है, बेस्ड ऑन द टेम्परेचर डिफरेंट एनिमल्स. नेक्स्ट वन, टेम्परेचर इफेक्ट्स that working of the enzymes and the basal metabolism. ठीक है, so this is actually temperature effects working of the enzyme and also basal metabolism. Temperature effects and working of enzyme and basal metabolism. ठीक है. And next one, temperature is a metabolic activity, then climax levels. Temperature is a metabolic activity, climax level, all is called as a optimum temperature. जो मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर पर क्या बोलते हैं, इसको ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर बोलते हैं. So temperature is affects the working of enzymes and the basal metabolism. So it is temperature is also influences on the enzyme and basal metabolisms. And also next one, temperature is a metabolic activity that climax level is called as a maximum temperature. So the maximum क्या बोलते हैं हम, optimum temperature बोलते हैं. जो उसका एक्टिविटी मैक्सिमम रहता है, देखो द टेम्परेचर विच एक्टिविटी इज मैक्सिमम, द टेम्परेचर इज कॉल्ड एज अ ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर. नेक्स्ट वन, एट लोएस्ट टेम्परेचर व्हेन ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन मिनिमम, एट लोएस्ट टेम्परेचर दैट ऑर्गेनिजम्स कैन मिनिमम टेम्परेचर बोले तो एट द लोएस्ट टेम्परेचर व्हेन ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन लिव और कैन सर्वाइव. एट मिनिमम टेम्परेचर में और लोअर टेम्परेचर में जो ऑर्गेनिज्म सर्वाइव होता समझो, दैट वी कैन कॉल्ड एज अ मिनिमम इफेक्टिव टेम्परेचर बोलता है इसको. Minimum effective temperature. Temperature affects working of enzyme and the basal metabolism, and temperature metabolic activity claims a level is called as a temperature. At lowest temperature, the organism can live at the minimum effective temperature. The organism can live, that is called as a minimum effective temperature बोलता है. ठीक है. Temperature affect working of enzyme and basal metabolism. Temperature, that is a metabolic activity, that is climax level, is called as a optimum temperature. At lowest temperature, when the organism can live, that is called as a minimum effective temperature. ठीक है. Next one, want of rule. Want of rule बोले तो increase the temperature in every 10 degrees Celsius temperature, that metabolic activity will going to become double. This is called as a want of rule. Want of rule बोले तो increase the temperature in every 10 degrees Celsius temperature. Increase the temperature at every 10 degrees Celsius temperature, the metabolic activity will going to become the double. Metabolic activity will become the double, that is equal to Q10. Q10 से indicate करता है बेटा. What is Q10 बोले तो every 10 degrees Celsius temperature में क्या होगा, उसका metabolic activity will going to double only. Metabolic activity double होता, that rule we can call as a want of rule बोलता है. क्या बोलते हैं इसको, want of rule बोलते हैं, want of rule. ठीक है. So increase the temperature in every 10 degrees Celsius temperature. Increase the temperature at every 10 degrees Celsius temperature, then metabolic activity will going to become the double. That metabolic activity will going to become double. That process we can call as a want of rule बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं इसको, want of rule बोलते हैं. Want of rule. Remember that want of rule 10 degrees Celsius temperature में, actually every 10 degrees Celsius temperature में क्या होता, that will going to become double our metabolic activity. So that is about the influences of the temperature. So next, influences of temperature, influences of water. Next one, key abiotic factor में next one क्या है बेटा, water. So the water is another most important factor influencing life of the organism. So ठीक है, water is another most important factor. Water is another most important factor influencing the life of organisms. ठीक है, water is another most important factor. Water is another most important factor influencing the life of organisms. ठीक है. So life is originated in water. Life कहाँ से originate होता बेटा? Life is originated inside the water only. We know that first life is originated inside the water. So water is another most important factor. Another most important factor influencing the life of organisms. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, लाइफ ओरिजिनेटेड इन वाटर. लाइफ कहाँ ओरिजिन हुआ बेटा, वाटर में ओरिजिन हुआ. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन, वाटर इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ प्रोटोप्लाज्म. वाटर इज विच वन बेटा, वाटर इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द प्रोटोप्लाज्म. वाटर इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द प्रोटोप्लाज्म. आप पता है ना, साइटोप्लाज्म प्रोटोप्लाज्म का डिफरेंशिएशन भी आपको पता है. सो नेक्स्ट वन, water is over more than 71% surfaces of earth as oceans, lakes, rivers, ice caps and other glaciers. So water is over more than 71%. Water is over more than 71% of surface of earth area. So अर्थ के ऊपर almost कितने बेटा 71% of the water sources are available. But water sources are limited in the desert areas, so the organisms are develops few adaptations. So तो इतना 71% है, but in the desert areas में क्या होता है बेटा, waters का actually जो deficiencies रहता है, water scarcity रहता है. ठीक है. So the water sources are limited in the desert areas. So So that organisms are develops the particular adaptations. They develop particular adaptations. Water sources limited in the desert areas, so the organisms develops the few adaptations. Okay. And next one, water also influences overproduction. Water also influences overproductivity, overproductivity and distribution of plants. Overproductivity and distribution of plants. ठीक है. देखिए, water is another most important factor of influencing of life of organisms. So the life is originated in water. फर्स्ट लाइफ कहाँ ओरिजिनेट होता बेटा? वाटर में ओरिजिनेट हुआ था. वाटर इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द प्रोटोप्लाज्म. वाटर इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द प्रोटोप्लाज्म. So water is a over more than 71% surfaces of the earth, oceans, lakes, rivers, ice caps and glaciers. ठीक है. And water source is limited. Water source is limited in the desert areas. Water source is limited in the desert areas. So organisms are they develop the few adaptations. So ठीक है. Water sources they are limited in the adult areas, so the organisms are develop the few adaptations. ठीक है. And water also influence overproductivity. Water also influence and overproductivity and distribution of plants. Water also influences that overproductivity and also distribution of plants. ठीक है. That is a water. And also next one, salinity. देखो बेटा, in inland water that is less than 5 parts per thousands. Parts per thousand, that is salinity. बोले तो that is salt content is present inside the water. Actually पता है ना बेटा, depends on the salinity we are going to classify. Depends on the salinity we are going to classifying the water is a fresh water, marine water, hypersaline water जैसे हम classify करते हैं ना उसको. So इसमें first one देखो, inland water. Inland water बोले तो that is less than, inland water is a less than 5 ppt. Inland water that is less than 5 ppt one, that is parts per thousands बोलता है. ठीक है. And also next one, sea water. Sea water बोले तो that is 30 to 35. Sea water is a 30 to 35, that is a sea water. Next, hypersaline lagoons. Hypersaline lagoons that is less than 100. Less than 100 रहता बोले तो that is a salinity. ठीक है. Salinity inland water that is less than 5 ppt parts per thousands. Next one, sea water that is 30 to 35 sea water. And next one, hypersaline water belongs to the less than 100, that is called as a salinity one. So this is depends on the salinity. Okay. And next one, based on the similarity and the tolerance, based on the similarity and tolerance, organisms are classifying into, based on the salinity, the organisms are classifying into two types, that is euryhaline and also stenohaline. That is euryhaline and also stenohaline. Euryhaline बोले तो the organism can tolerate a wide range of salinities. Euryhaline, that is actually organisms can tolerate a wide range of salinities. Wide range of salinities बोले तो high salinity areas में भी जो organisms living condition में रहता, they are called as a eurythermal organisms बोलता है. क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? Sorry, euryhaline organisms बोलता है. High range of salinities बोले तो high salinity है तो भी they are living survival condition में रहता. Euryhaline organisms से the organisms can tolerate a wide range of salinities by the organisms, they are the eurysaline. Example, that is salmon fishes. Salmon fishes are the euryhaline organisms, so can tolerate the high salinity. Salmon fish can tolerate high salinity one. ठीक है. Next one, stenohaline. Stenohaline बोले तो the organism is restricted. Organism is restricted the narrow range of salinities. Organism is restricted to the narrow range of salinities, that is called as a stenohaline. The organism is restricted. The organism is restricted to the narrow range of salinities. Narrow range of salinities we can call as a stenohaline. We can call which one beta? Stenohaline. Organisms can restricted to the narrow range of salinities, that is called as a stenohaline. Example, shark fishes. Example क्या बोलते हैं? Shark fishes बोलते हैं. And cannot tolerate the high salinities. Cannot tolerate which one beta? High salinity. ठीक है. So based on the salinity, then tolerance, the organisms are classifying into euryhaline and also stenohaline. Euryhaline बोले तो organisms can tolerate a wide range of salinities, that is salmon fishes example, and also that is actually contain the high salinity, tolerate the high salinity one. And also next one, stenohaline. So the organisms are restricted to the narrow range of salinities. Example, that is a shark fishes and cannot tolerate the high salinity one. ठीक है बेटा, दिस इज अबाउट द वाटर इन्फ्लुएंसेस ऑन द ऑर्गेनिजम्स। ठीक है, वाटर का है, एक बार इसको रिवाइज करेंगे। वाटर इज एन अनदर मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर इन्फ्लुएंसिंग लाइफ ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स। ये देखिए बेटा, एक बार वाटर का रिवाइज करता हूँ, देखो। वाटर इज एन another most important factor influencing the life of organisms. So life originated in water, and water is important component of the population. Water is an important component of the population only. ठीक है, so water is over more than 71% surface of earth as oceans, lakes, rivers, ice caps and glaciers. Water sources are limited in desert. Water sources are limited in desert area, so the organisms are to develop the few adaptations. Water also influences overproductivity and distribution of plants. Water also influences overproductivity and distribution of plants. So salinity, inland water less than 5 ppt, sea water 30 to 35, and also hypersaline lagoons, that is less than 100 only. So euryhaline organisms can tolerate a wide range of salinities, that is example salmon fishes can tolerate high salinities. And also stenohaline, the organism are restricted to the narrow range of salinities, that is example shark fishes, and cannot tolerate the high salinity only. ठीक है बेटा, and we'll start the next lecture today. Another lecture is also there बेटा, that will start at the 8:45. 10 minutes का ब्रेक है, so 8:45 को अनदर लेक्चर चालू होता है। चालू होने के बाद मैं ग्रुप में एक मैसेज डालता हूँ बेटा, देन ज्वाइन। ओके, राइट।